Oh, man, oh man, this show was awful. Jesus Christ, this show was absolutely awful. Let's talk about this awful, awful show. So we started things off with Randy Orton cutting a promo, as he tends to do now. This is becoming the running theme for Monday Night Raw. Randy starts off a show cliche, and then Drew McIntyre emerges out of the ambulance, and Claymore kicks Orton in the face, and then starts proclaiming that, well, Adam Pearce tells Drew McIntyre to go home because because of his injuries, which Drew McIntyre doesn't leave at all. He just sticks around. He uses the ambulance as an excuse to why he sticks around, because he's like, oh, I can't find my ambulance. I can't find where I parked it. So yeah, he was just making excuses. He was just stalling, just so he can get to Randy Orton later on. Then we had the Hurt Business face Apollo Crews, Ricochet, and Cedric Alexander, and they finally pulled the trigger on Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander turns heel and joins the Hurt Business. I don't know why a lot of people thought it was going to be Ricochet. Like, Ricochet would be a terrible heel, to be honest with you. Ricochet would be a pretty terrible heel, if you ask me. Cedric Alexander, to me, I think he could be a good heel. But, yeah, the turn finally happened, and, yeah, so he's now in the Hurt Business. But, you know, it's not like I really cared. But, you know, it happened. Like I said, this show sucked. Not a lot of good things happened. And we had the Street Profits facing Angel Garza and Andrade for the 1,000,000th time. But this one, I think this could very well be the last time we see these two teams face each other. As Angel Garza walks out on Andrade as the Street Profits get the win. Maybe this sets up Andrade versus Angel Garza. Who'd be the babyface? Maybe Andrade. Maybe Angel Garza. Well, I don't think Angel Garza would be the babyface after walking out on his partner. But, I don't know. Are they finally going through with the breakup? These two seem to be like Sasha and Bayley, but it seems like they finally pulled the trigger on them breaking up, maybe. Then we had Cesaro and Nakamura make a surprise appearance, challenging them to a champion versus champion match with the Brand Invitational. You know what's funny? They haven't used the Brand Invitational since they started the whole thing with Charlotte. Like, when Charlotte disappeared, when Charlotte lost the NXT Women's Championship, they kind of stopped that whole thing. To me, it was like, well, to me, I thought they were only using it for Charlotte. Because that seemed to be the only reason why they were using it, so they can get her on all three shows, which people hated seeing Charlotte on all three shows. But when Sasha and Bayley were doing it, it was perfectly fine. I'm just saying, just being honest. Not hating, just being honest. But now, the Brand to Brand Invitational seems to still be around, but we haven't seen it much. So Cesaro and Nakamura appeared. They challenged the Street Profits. Now, some people are saying this could lead to a title merge where they could be unifying both Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Would I be all for this? You know, at this point, I probably wouldn't mind it. I mean, I don't mind it with the women's tag team titles. To me, it doesn't seem to bother me with the women's tag team titles. So you can do it with the tag team titles if you want to. Because the frickin' tag team division bloody needs it. In my opinion, the bloody men's tag team division needs it, considering that this damn company continues to break up tag teams. If that's what they want to do, then go for it. If they want to merge the Raw and SmackDown tag team belts together, then go for it. then go for it. I would not be mad about it at all. I would not be mad about that whatsoever. Then we get Peyton Royce debuting new music, which was very, very awful, taking on her former partner and friend, Billie Kay, who also had new music, which I hate to say is pretty awful. I am not a fan of these new theme musics at all, but again, I understand why. People didn't like Keith Lee's new music, and I understood why when I found out that they were getting rid of these musics. They're getting rid of the music because they were done by CFO. But because you're used to them for so long, you just love these songs so much and you cherish them, and then when you see them go away, yeah, it can be painful. Yeah, it could really drive your gears. I can't say I'm a big fan of Billie and Peyton's new music. Billie Kay probably had the better entrance than Peyton Royce, because she had like this flashing graphic, kind of like what happened with Seth Rollins. She had like a red graphic that said Femme Fatal. So, I guess Billie Kay's graphic was good. Peyton Royce, she just had the Iconics one, just with her name. She had the blue and pink, like the Iconics graphic pack, just didn't say the words Iconics, it just said Peyton Royce. So Peyton Royce just kind of got bland. Hers was just pretty bland. Hers was just the Iconics one, while Billie Kay just got a completely new graphic pack and everything. I thought Peyton Royce would have been the one that would have gotten like an all new graphic pack, since they're the one that's pushing her, not Billie Kay. But if I were Peyton Royce, I'd be telling WWE to push her and Billie Kay, to give both of them the chance. Considering they've been friends for 15 years, it shouldn't be fair to push one, but push one of them, but ignore the other one. Billie Kay is a star. Billie and Peyton, they are both future stars of this company. They are both future stars of this company. You should not be picking one over the other. You should be pushing both of them. You should be giving both of them the fair chance in the world to showcase what they can do in the ring. You should be giving both of them that fair chance. Not one of them over the other. I don't hate Peyton Royce. I don't hate Billie Kay. I love both of them. But it pisses me off to no end how WWE would rather push one over the other. Both Billie and Peyton are good. Both of them are good. Peyton Royce would get the win with the Deja Vu neckbreaker, if that's what they still call it. If that's what they even call it, because WWE.com calls it that. After the match, Peyton Royce picked up Billie Kay, gave her a hug. I thought Peyton was going to drop her and beat her up, but no, she didn't. Then we had another Hurt Business segment, and Cedric joined, didn't care. But then we had Asuka and Mickie James versus Lana and Natalya. This is what you people wanted, right? To all the people that were complaining about Sasha and Bayley being on Raw, complaining about them taking up screen time from other women, this is what you wanted? You wanted to see Asuka feud with Lana and Natalya? You wanted to see Mickie James? What a pitiful joke this is. This is downright disgusting. I freaking love the women's division, but this is ridiculous. You have Bianca Belair! You have Bianca Belair doing absolutely nothing! But you're putting Lana on our TV screens more than Bianca Belair? What a joke! What a freaking joke this is! All the women on Monday Night Raw had a match tonight. Zelina Vega just being a manager. Freaking Riot Squad were facing Shayna and Nia. You had all the Raw women on the show tonight, except Bianca. You may as well just draft Bianca Belair to SmackDown if you're not even going to use her. Like, seriously, what kind of joke is this? This has to be some kind of joke. Is this what you people wanted? Did you people want to see freaking Lana and Natalya? To all the people that were whining and complaining about Sasha and Bayley taking up all the screen time in the world, is this the shit that you wanted to see? If this is the shit that you wanted to see, then I hope you're happy. I'm not happy about it whatsoever. It is downright pathetic. Downright pathetic that someone like Bianca Belair, who is incredibly talented, just gets put in the back seat. Who do you think won this match? Do you think Natalya and Lana won? Pah! Give me a break. Little Miss 1,000 followers on TikTok. Lana, all you care about is how many followers you got on TikTok. No one cares how many followers you have on TikTok. TikTok, I wish your contract would run out. I'm getting my TikTok ready to find out how long it's going to take until you get released. Jesus Christ. Who cares about TikTok? No one cares about TikTok. TikTok, you tapped out, Lana. TikTok. Go tell that to your 1 million subscribers on TikTok that you tapped out on Raw. Give me a break. Asuka and Mickie James won. Asuka and Mickie James will face each other next week. Who gives a shit? Asuka's winning that too. We had the Hurt Business again wrestle. They faced Apollo Crews and Ricochet again, but this time with the Viking Raiders. Hurt Business still won, but Ricochet had his shoulders up when he kicked out. He had his shoulders up. He kicked out of Ricochet's move. Ricochet had the shoulders up on Cedric Alexander's move, but the referee gave the victory to Cedric Alexander because Ivar got hurt. Whatever. This show was just a mess. Randy Orton faced Keith Lee again. Hopefully this is the last time we see these two face each other because you don't want to milk it too much. The more you milk it, the more fans don't want to see these two face each other. Randy Orton won by disqualification. Drew McIntyre Claymore kicked in. Kevin Owens had a match on Raw Underground. I personally didn't care. I personally didn't really care because, to be fair, why should I care about Raw Underground? I don't care about it. Riot Squad faced Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax in 2 handicap matches. The Riot Squad did beat Shayna Baszler, which I thought was absolutely hilarious as hell. Little Miss Shayna Baszler. Oh, I can beat both Riot Squad members all by myself. Liv Morgan bloody pins her. Liv Morgan pins her to the mat for the 3 count. Yeah, you can beat them by yourself, huh, Shayna? Yeah, you sure can. You sure can beat them both by yourself. Good job, Shayna. Good job. Good job, Shayna Baszler. It's the first time you've been pinned since Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. Good job. You lost to Liv Morgan. By the way, Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, their ring attires reminded me a lot of AJ. A lot of AJ Lee. They reminded me a lot of AJ Lee. So that was pretty cool. The Riot Squad didn't beat Nia though. Not because Nia beat them. It's because we had Retribution. Finally, something decent, something good actually happened on this show. Retribution, something that I'm actually invested in. Retribution finally came. They took over the Thunderdome and they had a message for WWE, and I liked it. There were 5 members. People are certain one of them is Mia Yim, and people are certain Dominik Dijakovic is the other one. Now, as for the other members, I don't know. I'm thinking Chelsea Green could be one of them. Maybe Dexter Loomis. Maybe Shane Thorne. I don't know. I'm just thinking people off of my head. But yeah. But yeah. Retribution gave their speech. I liked it. So let's move on. The only good thing I actually liked on this show. Seriously, Drew McIntyre again attacks Randy Orton, gives him a 3rd Claymore. What's next? Are they gonna what's next? Is this gonna be a jaw for a jaw match? Seriously. But Randy Orton kicks Drew McIntyre in the jaw 3 times, and then Drew McIntyre returns the favor and kicks him in the jaw 3 times. What are they gonna announce, a jaw for a jaw match? At Clash of Champions? Is Drew and Randy going to face each other in a jaw for a jaw match? The loser has to lose their jaw? Seriously, this is downright stupid. Just like Sasha Banks, Randy Orton gets put in the hospital. For getting kicked in the jaw 3 times, he gets sent to the hospital. At least what Bayley did to Sasha Banks was more gruesome than what Drew McIntyre did. Jesus. And the main event was Dominik Mysterio facing Murphy. Murphy ends up getting his ass kicked here. He gets beat up by the entire Mysterio family. Seth Rollins nowhere to be seen. Murphy loses because he gave up, because he couldn't handle being smacked with kendo sticks. Because that's exactly what he did to Dominik with Seth Rollins. And even Mum Mysterio and daughter Mysterio even joined in on the fun, just smacking Murphy around. Poor old Murphy. Poor Murphy. I wish that guy would just get sent to SmackDown. Please send him back to SmackDown. Please. Can you revert him back to the best kept secret? Can we please have the best kept secret, Buddy Murphy, back? Move him to SmackDown, because his matches with Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan were way better than the stuff that he's been doing on Raw. I don't care if he's under Paul Heyman or Bruce Pritchard. There is nothing that is going to convince me that this company is pushing Buddy Murphy. He's been in 2 main events here on Monday Night Raw, which is really good to see, but he's not winning. He's not winning. That's the big major issue here. He's not winning. Just send him to SmackDown. Buddy Murphy would fit so much better on SmackDown. Imagine Buddy Murphy as a babyface challenging Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Hell! Even have Buddy Murphy challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. The shit that Murphy would do on SmackDown would be far more entertaining than the stuff he's doing here on Raw. This is downright pathetic. Get him out of Raw. Get him out of Raw. Send him to SmackDown. He was so much better on SmackDown. They should have never taken him off SmackDown. Never. They should have never taken Murphy off SmackDown in the first place. He was fine on SmackDown. He was doing fine on SmackDown before they moved into Raw and killed his momentum. He was doing so good on SmackDown. Send him back. The next draft that happens, I better hear SmackDown drafts Buddy Murphy. Because I want that guy back on SmackDown. He was so much better there. Downright joke. This was a terrible show. This was just a terrible show. I only liked Retribution. That was the only thing I liked about this show. And that's a darn shame. That's a darn shame. If I didn't even find the women entertaining. That just shows you how little I care about the women on Monday Night Raw. SmackDown is a better show than Raw. Way better show than Raw. So, that just about wraps up this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. And I will see you all next time. Catch you later.